Hi. Today I want to talk about a little bit more serious side of pinball, and I want to talk about, I don't know if it's really a struggle, but I want to talk about the struggle or the problems of the last remaining pinball company in the world, that is Stern Pinball. Many people are really, really disappointed with the latest pinball machines from Stern Pinball. I think everything after Spider-Man or Wheel of Fortune or something like this, everything after that, people have been totally, totally disappointed with this kind of stuff. Because, first of all, pinball fans, at least here in Germany, they are really disappointed with the quality of the pinball games, even of the Transformers pinball, because they say that they don't really like those photorealistic designs, they don't like those photo prints, they say it's always a low quality, they say when you look closely you can see the pixels or stuff like this, or the dots, the little dots and stuff like this, and people are not happy with that. And people also are not happy with the coding of the playfield. I don't know, is it really coding? The stuff that makes the playfield, that protects the playfield and that makes the playfield shiny and stuff like this. So people weren't happy with the quality of this because some people said, yeah, it looks like a prototype pinball machine or something like this. It looks like an amateur did that. And people are not happy and satisfied with the quality or the metal ramps. It's all just cheap. It's nothing polished, and there have only been 100 games on this pinball machine, but it also already looks like it's totally scratched and stuff like this. And people are really not happy with that. And also the cabinet and stuff like this, it's not really the quality that pinball machines used to be. But most people are really disappointed with the quality of the playfield of the pinball machines, or how little there is on the playfields. That's also a big problem, because Stern made some really good and really awesome pinball machines like Spider-Man, The Simpsons Pinball Party, Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, Family Guy, Batman Dark Knight. Those have all been very, very good and very, very awesome pinball games. But the latest Stern pinball games, Big Buck Hunter Pro, Avatar, Iron Man, Tron Legacy, those pinball machines have been really, really lame and disappointing when it comes to the playfield layout. There aren't any toys, or not this many toys anymore, and yeah, people start to ask themselves, why should I spend 4,000-5,000 bucks on a new pinball machine, on a new Stern pinball machine, if I can get two, maybe three 90s Williams or Bally Williams pinball machines for the same price, but then I have three games and each one is better than one single Stern. Because it's just depressing if you have all those great licenses like Avatar or Iron Man, but then the pinball machine has only plastic ramps, no wire ramps, no metal parts, and you have almost a half empty playfield. It's just depressing and disappointing. I mean, many people say, okay, look at other games like Attack from Mars. You had a pretty empty playfield right there, and it still is one of the highest rated pinball machines of all times, because the software and the rules, they were just awesome and the game just rocked. But still, when I look at the latest Stern pinball machines and I compare them to some pinball machines from the mid 90s or the early 90s or stuff like this, I mean, you think pinball is always evolving, you think that everything gets better and better and better, but when I look at pinball, it looks like it's devolving instead of evolving. It looks like there's a devolution instead of an evolution. And that's really, really sad. And many people say, why doesn't Stern just quit doing pinball machines? Because it's just not worth it anymore. I mean, I'm not one of those people. I say it's nice that there is still a company out there who is still making new pinball machines, but they have to do better. They have to get back to the roots, back to the way it used to be, even if it's hard. But we don't need 4 pinball machines a year. We would be really happy and satisfied with just 1 or 2 pinball machines a year, as long as those pinball machines are really awesome ones. I mean, yeah, it's depressing if you have a new pinball machine and it looks like it's just halfway done, because you look at the playfield and you think, I don't know, it feels like there's something missing. That's just the way it is. And yeah, many people probably also say that it's also a problem that Stern only keeps doing licensed pinball machines, because number one, license costs money. Licenses, they cost money. And the company that you get the license from, I don't know, Universal, Disney, whatever, they are making the rules. They are telling Stern what kind of design they can use, what kind of characters they can use, what kind of music and sounds they can use, what kind of scenes from the movies they can use and stuff like this. So I know that in the past licensed pinball machines have always been more popular than non-licensed pinball machines, but I think right now, when you're really struggling with money issues and stuff like this, you should think about going back to the roots and making 1 non-licensed pinball machine a year. Just 1, just to see how good it will be. Because I always think, okay, if they make a non-licensed pinball machine, they can save the money for the license and put this money in the pinball machine, so they can put more stuff on the playfield, more toys, more new features and stuff like this, and that would help the pinball machine to get better. And they also don't have anybody sitting in their back telling them what to do. They can do whatever they want to do if it's a non-licensed pinball machine. They have free hand. There aren't any barriers, and they can be creative the way they want. And yeah, I would say just try to, Stern, if you see this, try to release 1 non-licensed pinball machine again, just 1. Make it, I don't know, for the beginning, make it a limited edition or something like this. Say, okay, we're just going to make 1,000 units, but we want to see if it's really worth doing it, if it's really worth putting so much thought and so much creativity into a pinball machine and putting so much more stuff on the playfield, if people are really worshipping this kind of stuff, if they really are willing to buy this pinball machine. So yeah, I think I made my point right here. It's just sad that Stern doesn't deliver the kind of quality they used to. It's sad that the playfields are so empty all the times, that there is no evolution, no new toys, new features and stuff like this. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. And tell me your opinion. Maybe only we Germans are that picky with our pinball machines, but we still compare all the newest, latest Stern games with the old 90s pinball machines from Sega or Bally Williams and stuff like that. And we always compared those games, and yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. Bye.